Toyota recalled your Tundra's engine, then they replaced it, then that engine failed too. And right now, some of those owners aren't waiting for Toyota to figure it out. They're using a law Toyota hoped you'd never find to force a full buyback. Every dollar, every payment, back. If you own a 2022, 2023, or 2024 Tundra, and that engine has been in for recall work more than once, you may already qualify. Most owners have no idea this option exists because Toyota certainly isn't advertising it. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what lemon law means for your truck, what the threshold is, and the specific move that forces Toyota's hand. Let's start with what lemon law actually means, because most people think it's just for cars that break down on day one. It's not. Lemon law is a consumer protection that applies when a manufacturer can't fix a defect after a reasonable number of attempts. The exact threshold varies by state, usually 3 to 4 attempts at the same repair, or 30 or more days out of service within the first year or two of ownership. Here's the question worth asking yourself right now. How many times has your Tundra been in for the same engine issue? Because if the answer is more than 2, you may already be closer to qualifying than you think. Now here's why the Tundra situation is different from a normal warranty claim. Toyota issued a recall on the 2022 through 2024 Tundra's twin-turbo V6, around 100,000 vehicles, for machining debris left in the engine from the factory. Metal particles circulating through the oil, scoring the bearings, and in some cases causing complete engine failure. Toyota's remedy was to inspect, and in some cases replace the engine entirely. But here's what changed everything. Documented cases of the replacement engines failing with the same symptoms. A recall is supposed to fix the problem. When the fix fails, that's when lemon law starts to apply. So what exactly counts as a failed fix under the law? This is where it gets specific, and where most owners miss their window. It doesn't have to be a catastrophic failure. If your Tundra went in for the recall repair, and you're still experiencing engine knock, rough running, hesitation, or warning lights related to the same system, that counts as an ongoing defect. Each visit for the same problem is another attempt on the clock. The law doesn't require your engine to seize completely. It requires the manufacturer to fix the same defect. And if they can't, it requires them to make you whole. And Toyota right now cannot reliably fix this engine. Here's the move that most owners skip here, and it's the one that makes or breaks a lemon law claim. Documentation. Every single visit to the dealer needs to be on paper. Repair orders, dates, what you reported, what they did, and what the outcome was. If you've been going in verbally reporting symptoms and leaving without a written repair order, you have no paper trail. And without a paper trail, you have no case. Starting today, every dealer visit gets a written repair order with your exact complaint written on it in your own words. You hand it to them, you keep a copy. That paper is your leverage, and Toyota's legal team knows it. So, how many attempts does it take? The honest answer is, it depends on your state, and you need to know your state's specific number. Most states land between 3 and 4 repair attempts for the same defect. Some states have a 2-attempt rule for safety-related defects, and an engine that can stall at highway speed is a strong argument for the safety category. A few states also count total days out of service, 30 days in the shop in the first 2 years, for any combination of defects can also trigger eligibility. This is why the first call you make isn't to Toyota, it's to a consumer protection attorney who knows your state's lemon law. Most of them take these cases on contingency, meaning you pay nothing unless you win. If nobody at the dealership walked you through any of this, that's not an oversight. That's the point, and it's exactly why this channel exists. Stick around to the end, because the next section is where it gets real. How the forced buyback actually works, what Toyota does when you file, and the single piece of paperwork that changes everything. When you have your documentation in order and you meet your state's threshold, here's what a forced buyback actually looks like. You, or your attorney, send Toyota formal notification that you're pursuing a lemon law claim. Toyota's response typically falls into one of 2 categories: a cash settlement offer or a full repurchase of the vehicle. A full repurchase means they buy the truck back at the original purchase price, minus a mileage offset for the miles you drove it before the defect appeared. All finance payments you've made, your down payment, factored in. In some states, they also owe you incidental costs. rental cars, towing, out-of-pocket expenses related to the defect. This is not a coupon for a free oil change. This is your money back. Now here's what to expect when you actually file, because Toyota's legal team is not going to roll over. The first response is usually a stall, an offer to try the repair one more time, or a lowball settlement that doesn't cover your full losses. This is standard. It's designed to make you go away. Owners who accept the first offer almost always leave money on the table. The ones who come in with an attorney and a complete paper trail are the ones who get the real settlement. Toyota knows the law. They also know that most owners don't. Your job is to be the exception. Here's the specific thing that changes the dynamic in your favor. The move I mentioned at the top. When you send formal written notification to Toyota, not a phone call, not an email to the dealer, a certified letter to Toyota Motor North America's customer experience address, that notification starts a legal clock. In most states, Toyota now has a defined window to respond and resolve. That certified letter transforms your complaint from a customer service problem into a legal process. The dealer can't manage it anymore. It goes up the chain, and Toyota's legal team, not the service manager, has to respond. That's the move. The attorney piece is non-negotiable if you want the full result, but I want to be specific about what kind. You want a consumer protection attorney who specializes in lemon law, not a general practice lawyer. These attorneys almost universally work on contingency for lemon law cases. They get paid when you win, typically from the manufacturer, not from you. Many states actually require Toyota to pay your attorney fees if you prevail under lemon law. So the "I can't afford a lawyer" concern doesn't apply here. You can look up lemon law attorneys in your state through your state bar's referral service, or search specifically for lemon law attorney, plus your state. One consultation call is usually free. Now the honest part, lemon law isn't a guaranteed win, and it's not instant. The process can take months, and Toyota will contest claims they think are weak. If your documentation is incomplete, if you only went in once, if you accepted repairs without getting written orders, your case is weaker. Lemon law also varies significantly by state, so what applies in California might not apply in Texas. I'm not an attorney, and nothing in this video is legal advice for your specific situation. What I am telling you is that this option exists, that it has worked for Tundra owners in documented cases, and that most affected owners never even looked into it. The ones who did, with a real attorney and a complete paper trail, gave Toyota a very different conversation than the ones who just kept going back to the dealer. So here's exactly what to do this week. Not next month, this week, because lemon law has time limits. 1. Pull every repair order from every dealer visit related to your engine. If you don't have copies, go to the dealer and request them. They're legally required to provide them. 2. Write down every date, every symptom you reported, and every outcome, from memory if you have to. 3. Look up your state's specific lemon law threshold. 3 attempts, 4 attempts, 30 days, whatever it is, and count where you stand. 4. Call one lemon law attorney in your state for a free consultation. Just one call. That call will tell you in 15 minutes whether you have a case worth pursuing. 5. If you're still within the recall window and haven't had the repair done yet, get it scheduled now. And get the repair order in writing before you leave. Because here's the bottom line. Toyota built a problem into 100,000 trucks, and the owners who know their rights are the ones getting made whole. Don't be the owner who keeps making payments on a truck that Toyota can't fix. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. We do this every week. And watch these next, right here. If you haven't seen how the recall started, how the replacement engines are failing, and why smart owners are going back to the old V8, those 3 videos together give you the complete picture on where your Tundra stands right now.